This 2011 Grand-Am spec Cup car is probably a $250,000 car by the time you get it in here, and then it escalates from there. We've made a lot of changes to it from the first day we got it, and it hasn't stopped, and it probably won't stop. This a race car is an ongoing evolution. Never stays the same. It's never finished. There's always a work list behind it, and you're always shoveling money at it, and ideas, and people. So that's the one thing I'll say about that versus your street car that you're going to go buy and bring to Brumos for service and go enjoy that. This is always a work in progress. We've actually gone ahead and changed metal bodywork to carbon fiber bodywork. Bumpers, hood, deck lids, front fenders. These are factory carbon doors that come with the car, but we went ahead and added that other carbon for weight. Carbon wing comes with it. Grand-Am spec wing plates from Porsche. This changes an awful lot. These carbon wickers might be a $200 item. You need probably 10 of them. Get through your weekend. Plexiglass windows. What else? Car is stripped from its interior. Little bit of, it's the same basic tub, but there's some supports and things added along with the roll cage. We've taken out some of the plastic parts that Porsche gave us, and we've thrown some more carbon fiber at it. And this is a ballpark like a 2,600-pound car. We're working our way to less. I'm not sure where that street car comes in. Don, do you have a clue on that, or Frank?
32.
32. And that's even stripped off of a standard 911, so, or 997. So that's still got some weight to it. A little bit of comforts. What else? Brake system, dual master cylinders, separate systems, front and rear with a bias adjustment, 380 millimeter Brembo calipers, Brembo hats, 5 lugs, Grand-Am spec. When we got the car, it was a center lock wheel, and rules require 5 lugs, so we had to change that out. We got a 3.8 liter motor in here that's probably making 450 versus your street car that's a 435.
What causes the difference between the two like that? Why that horsepower difference?
A lot of it's mapping and yeah, engine control unit, yep, mapping with the electronics. And that changes with what Porsche gives us at any given weekend, for that matter, with the revs and all that.
We don't have to meet emissions with this car, you do.
Yeah.
Do you have any ability to change it yourself, or is it all fixed?
It's all fixed by Porsche during the course of the weekend. Not really, no. We can look, but we can't do much more than that, get past that wall to make changes.
So that's the same engine, basically. It's not similar, but it's really, they start with kind of the same foundation.
So one thing about Porsche forever and ever, there's so many street car parts on their race cars. I mean, all back in the 60s, all the way on up on the prototypes, you'll find street car parts all over those race cars. All right, underneath here, we're missing a few things because we're still in our prep. I brought the car over for today, but rear sway bar is not on. Typically, all the coverings are on the car like the street car is. And some of them are different, street car versus race car. Race car would come with a few more NACA ducts and a little bit more cooling for starter motor, gearbox cooler. You'll notice that we've gone up and done an awful lot of heat protection here for the cooling of the water that cools the car, cooling of the gearbox, cooling of the fuel. This was a part that failed when Hurley was in the car, and that's this part right here. And he had just hit something just right, and this was just a plug. Tweak that plug just enough, and we had a crack right along here, which is where that mist came from. And we ended up having to, we changed this out because we realized we were leaking here too. We had some of these O-ring seats were bent, so we had a little bit of misting. And then we found this after the race. We didn't change this out during the race, but we changed this and had to re-water the car and get them back out. And then we got into that big fog, and that's where we kind of lost a lot of our momentum, was that 3 hours of caution. But just a little note of what happened there, just to show you guys. It was just a little bit of bad luck because he just nicked that plug right there.